What is your current role within football?
At the moment, I'm at Chichester and Selsey Ladies Football Club as first team manager.
What inspired you / made you fall in love with football?
So it was always a bit of a family tradition. Everyone would go and watch football, especially the men and the boys in the family. So that's where it started.
What is your earliest memory of football?
Probably being in the garden with my brother and him sticking me in goal and firing shots as hard as he could at me.
Tell us about your journey and how you got to where you are today.
So like I said, I started off in the garden with the family, kicking a ball about. Went to school, and back then we didn't really have girls' teams, but our school did. And then it went to club level, which was at Pompey when I was 10, and obviously went all through the ages to the first team senior section. Played there until I was about 21, and then obviously went to Havant Waterlooville, and then Chichester. Then I had my bad knee injury, which obviously I had to have an op on. That kind of finished my career and my age. And then obviously I stepped into the big world of managing.
What are your best 3 experiences within football?
I think obviously the FA Cup's always been quite special. I've had very good games and opportunities there to play higher opposition. So that was good. Also playing before obviously the Super League and the Championship, playing it would class as the second tier of women's football, which was really a good opportunity for especially doing it with your team Pompey. And then a third was probably my manager and actually beating Pompey 2-1 and scoring a 88th minute goal from a corner. So yeah, so I just think it's about women in football just having the same opportunities as like men or anyone, because going back when I was younger there wasn't that kind of players you could look up to which were in the female game, but obviously that is now changed and there's more and more females in.
Have you ever experienced inequality, and if you have, how's that made you feel?
I wouldn't say so much like in the football environment. It's been more day to day and work, that people ask you about your football, but you're kind of overlooked a little bit. They don't realise the level that you've played at, who you've played against. It's people's got this very stereotypical about women's football, and that doesn't help. But yeah, they seem interested, but they're not. I think the way forward of women's football is making sure that it stays sustainable and independent, instead of relying on money, resources and all that, which the men's game has proven it's gone that way. So yeah, I'd like to see the women's game not just stick around for 5-10 years at a professional level, but actually being here for the next 100 years. So yeah, that's what I think needs to improve the women's game growing. How I feel I can grow the game, being at Chichester and Selsey, is obviously looking at youth, giving them the opportunities, and girls 16, 17 actually playing the third tier of women's football. So I think that's very important, no matter who you are. It's given everyone the same opportunities and same chance in football, and growing not just as footballers but as people as well. I think teaching youngsters that way.